So some rapid fire questions here for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Tell me like what game that you've worked on are you just like at this point most proud of and why?
I'd say right now it's for me it's Soulstorm. I feel like the team pushed the boundaries more than any other game that I've ever worked on all aspects. And if I look at from what our legacy IP produced, which was pretty great, and I'm definitely proud of what they've done. I go Soulstorm, it just took it up a whole nother level, right?
Yeah.
I can't say an order of magnitude because that would be bragging too much, but when I look at how the characters follow, how the depth of the AI functions, how the world is dynamic, and the cinematography for me, just going back in history for a minute here, I'm an old CG guy as well, and I remember in my college days watching scanline rendering one at a time as I would just watch the scanline go down, and I would get a row one by one, and each frame could take me upwards of 4 to 6 hours just to render one image,
Oh yeah.
and now I'm blazing through at 60 frames a second, but I can see everything in real time and I can build a composition around those things. So if you look at Soulstorm's camera system, which I'm really proud of that, it's intelligent from a systems perspective in that it's not just something that's manually driven by me or by the camera team, but it's tracking all of these different data points and then getting us in a position where you go, that composition looks great just to start procedurally. And now let's tweak a few things just to push it a little further, right? To give it that real depth of the scene. But Soulstorm checks all my boxes technically, like from a rendering standpoint, from the AI and how it works, and just the dynamic world. I haven't had a game that's done all of those things and also made me laugh at the same time, right? The humor of, what happens to the sligs, what happens to your followers, right? And also emotionally, the inverse of the humor, right? When one of your followers is depending on you and you lose them. I saw my son for the first time when I was playing with the flamethrower, and I was testing some AI and different things. And I was like, I just burned all of my followers because I wanted to see their reactions to make sure they're working. And he turned and looked up to me and his eyes started to water, right? And he's 14, my son Gavin. And he was like, but why did you do that, right? And that I was like, well, buddy, I was just trying to
Yeah.
test out the code to make sure. And he goes, yeah,
It's work. It's not
yeah,
personal.
it's not, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not that way. Um, but it dawned on me just the depth of impact that Soulstorm was having, not only on him but on others that have played it.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm most proud of that because it's the emotional elements of games and how people engage with them is something that can be overlooked. And in this case, I think it's a core pillar of how we build our products. And I'm very proud of what Oddworld does.